Hello there, welcome to my video for the top 10 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray titles for 2022. There's also a video for my standard Blu-ray ones, which you'll find linked somewhere, or if you're on Why So Blue, it's in this article. This is going to be the top 10 4K Ultra HD titles for 2022, which are my favorite ones. The ones I like, the ones I want to highlight. This year was so hard. There was so much good stuff. I was crying cutting things. I felt sick cutting things out of my list, but I wanted to make it me. There were things I wanted to highlight, go over. Just know that I could have made a top 50 this year. It was so good, so much good work, and so many good titles coming out that just amazing, just great. So without further ado, let's get in to the 10, and then you can get in the comments and you can just go, you suck. Where was that? Well, put it on your list. That's fine. It might have made number 11 for me. So just if something's not there that you think should be there, pretend it's number 11. And if there's multiple things, go 12, 13, and then it's there for you in your imaginary world. Be like, oh, he just had it in a different spot than I did. There you go. How's that? So without further ado, I want to go to number 10. Number 10 is it's like a holder here. I wanted to focus on new movies. I got a lot of archive titles here, which tend to be what I am most amazed by and what I like the most when I go throughout the year. But I think there's some new titles that have done some very well, and I wanted to highlight 3 of them from this year that I think in particular should be the ones to pick up, because they all 3 impressed in the home video, home theater realm of Atmos sound, visuals. And also, they all 3 had terrific extras and good extras for being like a new movie on the format, where less and less is given to it, and it's usually in the hands of a licensee boutique label to do the really cool stuff. So these are Bravo Studios, good job titles. I first have Dune, the Denis Villeneuve version, chapter 1. This one, this movie rules, and it looks big at home, and it sounds really loud at home, and it's got a really great set of extras. They're a little swift, but they work, and they do good. So I imagine there's probably a plan for 1 and 2, when 2 comes out, to have a nice, more full release of things. My next one is, of course, Gun Maverick. You know, if Tom Cruise was going to make sure it was good for the big screen, he was going to make sure it was good at home, too. And this one looks awesome. It's big, it's full, it's got IMAX stuff, and it sounds awesome, and it is a thrill. So Top Gun Maverick's really awesome here, and has some good lengthy extras. High recommend. I'm sure most people own it. Might be the default home theater title for the year for a new movie. And lastly, I got another one that I think holds up with Top Gun there, is Nope, the Jordan Peele one. This one also flips around the ratios and stuff, and Jordan Peele loves home video, you can tell, because this one is awesome with the extras. It's full, it's not overdone, it's nowhere near overdone. It's got like a nice little handful, and each bonus feature is enriching and makes you appreciate the movie more and like it. And Nope also just wows sight and sound. So check out Nope. All right, going now down to number 9. I have from Vinegar Syndrome, Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2, which, if you know me, this is just another damn version I've bought of this movie. I've owned it so many times, going back to VHS. I even wrote an article about it long ago. I won't go into that. I will go into that this one looks stellar. I knew it would, Vinegar Syndrome, but where it surprised me a lot was they actually added good extras to something that already has a ton of extras. So this is a nice set. This was one of their October releases. I had to get it immediately. I flipped the cover. They had their own cover, but come on, the Breakfast Club one's the one you want. I didn't go for their immaculate slip cover. I want to buy more than I need to buy the highest quality one at the time, but I'm happy enough. I bought this movie so many times, and I still have other versions of it that I hold on to. The Arrow one now is the one. This one definitely replaced the Shout Factory version from a couple years ago, but yeah. So Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2. Speaking of Shout Factory, this is a threefold here. They easily placed in here for this year. They had some good stuff too. They had a cool Halloween box set. They had a great release of Black Christmas. But I had to go from them, the Child's Play 1, 2, and 3 sets. They outdid themselves. They had a great version of Child's Play, and they made it even better. Not only do you have the 4K picture and stuff, but they have amazing new interviews, and they go through all three of these. Child's Play 3 and 2 finally have bonus features, finally have care to them. These are awesome. They even went and got the TV spots and weird things from the internet and stuff, throw them on here just to include them. But there's a great story to be told about the first 3 Child's Play movies that go through from the first one through to 3 with great interviewees and giving it a lot and quite built. We had a special episode where Justin Beam and I talked about these interviews, and they should not let you down. Heck of a time. I went through these in a weekend. They were so exciting. I was going to be like, oh, I'll take my time. I'm like, no, I got to dig through them. It's really exciting releases. Kudos to Scream Factory. Here's hoping Bride of Chucky, Seed of Chucky, Curse, and Cult can come from you too, because you're doing stellar work on these. So I didn't expect any different. But yeah, Child's Play 1, 2, and 3. That is my number 8. Now going to number 7. The Steelbook Fright Night 4K Ultra HD from Sony. Just wow. This has an awesome Atmos track where I could hear Jerry Dandridge sound like he was on my roof, not Brewster's roof, but this looks great, sounds great, and they added, there's like so many, there's extra disc bonus features. It is exhausting but good, but very good. Amanda Bierce has got new stuff. They've got that whole documentary, You're So Cool, Brewster, on here. Like everything you pop open, it's lengthy, and you're like, oh my gosh, there's so much. I just, it'd just be cool if they had Fright Night 2 as well, but it's okay. But this movie is perfection. The release is perfection. I'll be stunned if someone could have ever put out a Fright Night better than that. The next one I have after Fright Night, number 6, is from Paramount Presents, The Man Who Shot Liberty Valance, which I believe is the first 4K in the Presents line. And this is the John Ford film, which if you saw The Fabelmans, it's featured in there. Plays a good part. Looks tremendous, and then has a swath of great extras that have not been seen on this film for a while. And it's a journey, it's a history book, and it's well worth having. This is a great film. I don't care what Mr. Tarantino says about John Ford, even though I'm a big fan of Tarantino. His films are gorgeous, and there's a reason I like him. This is one of his top-notch ones. Pick up. Paramount Presents, who does great work, pick that one up. Next, number 6. This is going to be weird, no, that was number 6. This is number 5. It's weird to put the Godfather trilogy on there, but here we are. This is the ultimate jump to 4K, and these look amazing. There's a featurette on here, which landed this on the list over a lot of classic archive titles, about how they restored it, about how they made it look like it should have in the cinemas back then, about how they did something, and it is tremendous. There's some stuff about Coppola. All the versions of the film are in here, all on 4K. They all look great. All the old stuff's here, and the only thing missing is that chronological TV miniseries edition thing that they did back in the day. Maybe one day. They got to keep something in our sleeve to keep us buying it. They've been holding that one for a while, but The Godfather 4K Ultra HD, it was the coolest thing to go see it in the theater again, and then to pick up this set, which now they are all on individual steelbooks as well. So if you want to pick that up instead of having cool bonus discs, losers. Anyways, Godfather Trilogy 4K Ultra HD. You'll be stunned. You'll love it. It's great. Now on to number 4. What could number 4 be? It is a section. There's a section. I have new movies up there. I have an Argento section. Dario Argento had 2 great releases from Synapse Films and Arrow. I go for the Arrow releases of these, though they are identical, because the packaging is uniform with the ones I already have in Deep Red, the bird with the crystal plumage, and Cat O' Nine Tails. So I wanted them to look nice and uniform sitting on there. It's okay. It's how I am. But holy crap, they keep making these movies look better and better and better and better and better, and great extras, a great packaging, great posters. They even kind of changed up the poster stuff even a little bit more. I love this take on the phenomena art, and yeah, these are awesome. I love Dario Argento. I love his movies, and these are continued to be good. I don't have right now. I don't have Four Flies on Grey Velvet or The 5 Days, which came from Severin Films this year, and my criteria for my list is I have to own it. I have to own it and watched it, or I didn't make a list. So if you're wondering at this point, this is my pause. Now I'll give you what my criteria was, but I have to own it and have to have watched it. So that's how it goes. So if something's missing, I might not have got to it yet. I'm a human. I work. I have children. I only have so many hours I can do this for. I podcast and do all that stuff. So Dario Argento section, that's where we're at. I'm hoping Four Flies on Grey Velvet lives up to those. We shall see. I've got another section for number 3. So this is the Criterion spot. That's what I decided, because I couldn't just have this be 10 Criterions. I couldn't have like 5 Criterions and 3 of this. So they get their own section and get to have a bunch in there. What were my favorite Criterions this year? Or there's a couple I haven't got to yet, but Night of the Living Dead. How can this movie continue to keep looking better? This cheaply shot black and white film from the 60s keeps looking better and better and better. The only thing I was kind of about, the packaging downgrade. It's just an their normal Amaray case, but used to be a digibook, but okay, whatever. Night of the Living Dead is on 4K. Amazing. Next, I have their Malcolm X. They continue to put Spike Lee movies out in 4K. That's cool. This is one of the best biopics of all time. One of Denzel's best performances of all time. Maybe still the best? I don't know. But Malcolm X, loaded with extras. Nice, good release. Then we have the man Scorsese with Raging Bull. This one, magical transfer here. That just, the black and white movies really get me when I watch them 4K. It's just incredible what they look like here. But Raging Bull's in the Criterion Collection now. That's insane. It's crazy. Next, I have Denzel's back. I have a little noir movie I've been a big fan of since the 90s. I liked it. Devil in a Blue Dress. I remember I watched it when I was watching like TV, and there was a trailer for it. Oh, it looks interesting. Like a movie nobody talked about. So I was like, oh, that was awesome. It's a good movie. And it's on 4K already. This is cool. Twilight Time used to have this movie in the standard blues. They're no longer around, but here they are, getting a fancy Criterion with good bonus features and a lovely transfer. If you haven't seen this movie, blind buy. This is a good one. Check it out. A discovery of a movie this year. The Cercle Rouge. This one, holy crap. I'd never seen it before, and I loved it. This is from the director of Les Samurai, Jean-Pierre Melville, and it's another like heist moving like type, not heist movie, escape. This guy's running around. Oh gosh, dude, this one's awesome. Check this out. Got great. They had it before on Standard Blue. They brought it, and man, this is cool stuff. Lots of great interviews, stuff like that. Transfer's great. This is a movie that's awesome. And now maybe my favorite Criterion this year, and it came out last January, and if you told me ahead of time that I would be saying this right now, I just said shut up. I bought it because I was keeping up with the Criterions, and they only had one release, and I had fallen in love. I watched this one like 3 times in a couple weeks. I just kept popping it in because I was mesmerized by the transfer, and just the movie took me. And I can't remember if I ever saw this back in the day or not, but it's Jane Campion's The Piano. Like, pretty awesome. They brought out Power of the Dog. I have not popped it in yet. They made the cover look similar. That was cool. But this movie just captivated me, and like, it's shot beautifully, but the transfer on too is just amazing. Great performances. What a interesting love story. But yeah, just this one took me away. So this is probably my favorite Criterion of the year, and I just couldn't stop talking about it. Crazy, but yeah, the piano is awesome. Getting number 2, and it's kind of crazy because this is usually like number 1. I think it has been maybe the past couple years. I'm not sure. But the Columbia Classics Volume 3 has come out. This one, I'm still powering through. I have to say that. This one was interesting to me. Maybe, I don't know if it's the strongest film-wise that's come out. It's got Annie on it, which, if you heard Summer of 82 at 40, Annie's kind of mediocre. But, hey, it deserves its time. 40 years old, it's fine. This one has a lot of extras that include additional films. Like there's another film version of It Happened One Night with Jack Lemmon. That's a bonus feature on here. There's a sequel, even a full sequel from To Serve with Love. There's like pilots, TV episodes of things that were on this. It's like incredible. It's like a lot of added extra like films and stuff, which is very cool. As always, it comes with the coffee table book. It's got, the awesome opening. 3 sets here. Really like it. We've got Last Picture Show, which is awesome with 2 different cuts of it. So Bogdanovich is in the Columbia Classics collection now. Capra's in here twice now, which is interesting. So we'll see where they go. As good as it gets, too. Just all good movies, but we shall see. But my number 1 should come as no surprise. It's the one I had some of the most fun reviewing, some of the best transfers, and it's the Sony Pictures Classics volume. Maybe hopefully volume 1, but 30-year collection, which I did a boxing video for it, so you can see it up and down. Everything's great. Still, Alice is okay. But I had a lot of fun going through all these films, enjoyed it. The transfers are immaculate. They've all got cool bonus features. It's great packaging. I love the packaging of it. That became a big plus. I really enjoyed it. This is now just over $100. It used to be over $200, but now I think it's like $120 or something. This is a film fan pickup. The range of types of movies on here is incredible. I think there's something for everybody in here. There's stuff to discover, stuff to see again, and just be blown away by the transfers and enjoyment of the films. So that is my number 1, the Sony Pictures Classics 30th Anniversary Collection. I've done enough hugging on this box to last me a lifetime. So that's it. That's my top 10 4K Ultra HD Blu-rays of 2022 or favorites. And if you didn't see something on here, that's possible that I don't own it yet or didn't get to it. I do have a lot, but check out my reviews at wisefulblue.com. You see what I reviewed this year. See if this holds up to it or not. Haven't got to it, and like I said, if I did and it didn't make a list, just pretend it's number 11. If there's something you like that wasn't in here, pretend it's number 11. I also have a video where you can do that with the top 10 Blu-rays of 2022, the standard ones. It's a good video, so check it out. Might be a link up there at the end. I don't know. If you're on Wise for Blue, scroll around. Appreciate you watching. I will have my top 10 films of 2022 coming next week. I don't know if I'll do a video for it or just be written, but look out for that. I appreciate your watch. I appreciate all year round coming here, commenting, watching, listening to the podcast or something like that. Always great stuff. Keep it up. Keep it up for me. Yeah, the random guy that shows things on here. So yeah, appreciate it. Have a wonderful holiday season. If you're in the middle of Hanukkah, happy Hanukkah. If Christmas is coming up, Merry Christmas, or Kwanzaa, happy Kwanzaa, and Boxing Day. Happy Boxing Day to that. So, or you know what? Just life. Okay? Enjoy yourself, and remember, stay film positive.